Hi, Gemini. This is your reading for the week of February 6th. I'm probably a little bit further than that. I've just done the collective reading, so those energies will affect you as well. There's a link in the description box for the monthly February reading that I do with Millie. It's called the Astro Tarot Deep Dive Monthly Forecast. There's also a link. My tongue is still not working. We're still being affected by Mercury retrograde. That's what I'm blaming it on. There is also a link to Patreon if you want to buy me a coffee. Um, Hopefully these readings are helpful in some way. So please like, subscribe, and share. I don't know what they're going to be about until I start. There's a lot of overlap, of course, within the month as we move from Taurus into Gemini and then Gemini into Cancer. We'll just see what pops up. See, there's a lot of Taurus stuff. So I think it's the month of May, people born in May. Okay. So time isn't linear. And so sometimes these energies last for quite a while. I need some more. I've filled out 6 here. 6 have jumped out. I say that. And okay. So one of the themes that is continually showing up is the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is popping up everywhere, of having lots of choices, and the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got this. We have the Emperor, divine masculine energy. This is like all the kings combined. It doesn't matter about the gender, it's just the energy, that masculine energy, making stuff happen. Okay. And then this is independence. It's also financial abundance. So if you were trying to do something, you were looking for a new job, or when are you going to get that raise? When are you going to get an increase of funds? Whatever it is, a payout of, whatever. This is coming. Okay, the 9 of Pentacles. So the 9 of Pentacles with this Emperor energy is very strong, independent, in charge, in control energy. It could be a boss. You could be a boss. You could be moving up the ladder, so to speak. Contrasting with that, what's going behind the scenes, this feels like very much out there on the surface. In reality, in a practical sense, under the surface, you need a lot more time on your own. This is the Hermit card. And in this deck, the Hermit is this, it creates a hermit environment for itself. It's not an it, it's a person, for themselves, for yourself. Okay, so it's creating this little bubble of introspection whenever you need it, because when all of that financial abundance comes in, or you're trying to create that abundance, you're going, well, where do I look? Which thing do I pick to get it? And it's this one, obviously. And then there's this, snakes and ladders thing. Oh, if I pick this, then I might go down. If I pick that, I'll go up. Okay. So he's having trouble figuring out what option it is. Okay. So you need to take some time apart from everything and really think about it deeply. And this is more of a feeling of what's coming from within you. What is your motivation for acquiring that wealth, or being in charge, or being in that position of emperor? Or do you have to talk to the emperor? Is it a question of being more independent? So where does that feeling come from? So that's the stuff that you have to look inward about. How are you taking charge for this next phase here? So we had this card with Taurus as well, and it's escaping certain difficulty. So it almost feels like whatever decision you make is almost irrelevant, as long as you take your time to actually think about it in a logical, practical sense. You do that, and it's almost as if there's no bad option. You just have to deal with the consequences, pros and cons, cause and effect, and just sort of figure that out. And so it's moving towards something, escaping certain difficulties, because you're going in with a pretty rational mindset, I guess, seeking balance. Maybe you need legal advice, you know. There is the beginning of growth. So something that you were doing before is maybe coming to fruition now. It's just beginning, or the things that you're about to do now that you have this extra cash flow. You know, having the 9 and the 7 really shows that things are starting to flow, especially financially. And then it's like taking a leap of faith that you can actually do it. You know, if you, there is always this, you know, she's holding on over here and she's not really letting go. It's almost like she's like hoping the wind will just blow her into the, off the cliff there to into that pool. And at the bottom of the deck, yeah, you got to get out of your own head. And if you need to seek professional advice in the area that you're looking at, then you need to do that. If you cannot find the answer within, at least looking inward is going to give you the idea that, okay, this is at least what I want to achieve. I don't know how to get it, so I will go seek out a professional in that area. You know, maybe it's a financial advisor, maybe it's a mentor, maybe it's a real estate developer, maybe it's, you know, who knows what, a business coach or a therapist. We got it again. These two flew out of the deck. You're going to be on top of your game. And it's a question of feeling secure enough to do that. Taking that leap of faith that, yeah, you can do it. You're going to feel nervous about it. And you're going to feel that there's blocks and hindrances. But I think having that mentor in whatever capacity that looks like, somebody for guidance, you will be able to do that and obtain it and attain it. I just wanted to look at the bottom of the deck. Reciprocity. Put out that effort. Switching decks here. I'm moving over to I love it when same card, different deck. This is the Universal Weight deck. So it is telling you about the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. You have to weigh out a couple of options here and take some time out. It's going to get busy. Okay, paperwork, documents, things like that. I don't know what it is that you're up to, but it's going to be very fulfilling. The 10 of Cups, the most emotional fulfillment that you could have. Whatever that means to you, however that looks to you, definitely attainable. Okay, you need a different perspective. That's what's happening here. Okay, 7 of Pentacles again. So I think the overall vibe that I'm getting here with you is that there's stuff, you're moving into this next level that makes you feel uncertain. And there's opportunities coming, but you're not really sure how to bridge that gap as far as your knowledge goes. So all you need to do is reach out to whoever you need to that will give you the confidence by providing you with practical information to get to that next level. So you can say yes to the thing that brings you the money and the rewards and the happily ever after. That simple. We're gonna pull out some runes. Need. Somebody else got this too. It looks like an X, but it's not. This is need. It's a straight line, a vertical line with a diagonal. Need is to focus on what it is you need versus what it is that you want. This one keeps showing up too for people. Dag, new day, breakthrough. This is the energy of the month of February, really. There are breakthroughs galore happening. and like, ooh, feminine energy. So we had a lot of that masculine energy in your reading. So remember to stay balanced in your seeking and seeking and seeking and going. Get into that feminine energy of where you actually allow yourself to receive information, receive reward, receive creative inspiration, all that stuff. Okay, that is very positive. Power animals. Need a sip of coffee here. Okay, so for these, I'm not going to read what's in the booklet. I'm just going to give you the headline, which is what's on the card, and see what animal has a message for you here. Taking the jumping ones out. Jumping one. Just one, please. There we go. I had this outside earlier. I think it was for the Aquarius reading. But it was outside. It wasn't on the card. Lighten up. That's it. Joy. Lighten up. They are funny little creatures. They're very curious. Okay, there's a bleep load of amazing stuff coming to you. So lighten up. Seek out the people who can help you understand so that you can make a sound decision in order to get what it is that you want. It's all laid out in front of you, is what it's saying. Nobody expects you to know everything, but the information is available to you. And hummingbirds are, they are a symbol of transformation and curiosity and cleverness and playfulness as well. Okay, so these are the Spirit Oracle cards, and we're just going to see what else. Usually they have a headline or a summary as well. I think only Taurus came out with something kind of different that we hadn't talked about. Honesty. So this one says, like you see that while I read it. Love, compassion, and truth will heal the present situation. Be honest with yourself. Discover what it is that you truly desire. Then speak your truth clearly. Always speak with love and compassion, and know that the truth will never harm anyone when spoken from a place of love. Nice. Okay, Gemini, that's what I have for you. I hope it was helpful.